Hi, Gauri. So lovely to have you with me. Thank you for coming on and agreeing to talk about your experience of taking the 7 steps to becoming calm and connected course. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say about it. And I know this is going to help lots of parents too, right?
Yeah. So, Shani, it's been an absolutely amazing journey. And I've loved this course. So I'm very happy to answer whatever you'd like me to say, about the course.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. So let's start with the first question then. I'm super excited. So the first one is, what are some key changes you have noticed since doing the course in your everyday life? Just some key changes, that tangible things that have come about that are now different, what they were like before and what they may be like now.
Okay, so I think one of the first things I've noticed about me is that I'm a lot calmer. And my response, my energy towards my daughter and towards myself has changed, has really changed. I've become um, I think I've just become a lot kinder to myself and to her. And yeah, so that has been a big change. And earlier, I would really get enmeshed in her problems because
Mm,
we were sensitive people and I just wanted her to be happy. And I've realized through the course that it's far more important for her to be authentic than for her to be really happy. And I've learned how to handle the bigger feelings and the bigger emotions as well. So yeah, I think these are huge changes that I've noticed in me, and I'm so happy for them.
oh, amazing. So I'm hearing that you really now know how to be with her big feelings and those difficult moments, and that you can give her, you know how to give her that authority over her own problems, so you're not over fixing and becoming so over enmeshed that you're feeling reactive. So you're kind of creating enough distance to be able to help her, but also support her, right? Be able to support her but also support yourself. So it's amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So the next question I'd love to ask you is, our first module was revamp the beliefs, right? One of my favorite steps. And I'm just wondering with this one, how do you think working with your inner beliefs helped you with the triggers with your daughter? So specifically, how changing your belief helped you with a specific trigger you used to experience with your child.
So let me give an example of this. It's like if my daughter would have a moment where she'd get really angry with me and shout at me. Uh, Prior to doing the course, I would, immediately go into a reaction of, I'm not a good parent, she doesn't like me. And I think there were some people pleasing elements that I had, which would, get upset. And after doing the course, I just realized, and I've come up, you helped us deconstruct a lot of our beliefs. So what I came up with is that my daughter's reactions have nothing to do with me. It's
Mm,
got something to do with her own comfort in being
mm,
able to express herself so openly
mm.
with me. So it's her level of trust. And I learned how to not take it personally. And I think that was a huge one for me. And
Yeah.
I realized that she's a wonderful child who is just having a nervous system response and is
Mm.
agitated and overwhelmed. And I think what happened then with this change of belief is that my energy towards her changed.
Yes,
And so
exactly.
she
Yeah.
blessed that energy and she was able to respond. She was able to feel my support.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember you saying the specific trigger as well was that she used to shout at you. And then
Yes.
when she shouted at you, what did that then make you feel before when she shouted at you?
That I wasn't a good parent
And
and
now?
that I'm not being heard. And there
Yeah.
was also this whole belief of not being heard and not
Yeah,
being
like she was ignoring you, and now
yes,
you've shifted that, right? So now
yes,
when she shouts at you, you know how to cope with it, right?
ex- exactly.
Amazing. So
So now I
and
just say, bring it on. I know what to do.
oh,
Even
bring
if
it on. I love that. Bring
yes,
it on. Shout at me. I know
yes,
what to do. So that's definitely a huge shift right now. You're like, it's okay, shout at me. I can take it. I know what to do. I have the strategies, I have the tools for calm. So
exactly.
amazing. So in terms of having the tools for calm, the next question follows on quite nicely. Do you think that through the course you got a very specific method and a very specific steps to access this more conscious, calm adult self?
Oh, this really has been the most exciting part of the whole course for me, getting in touch with the conscious adult, and well, operating more from the conscious adult in life, in everyday situations. And I think that really has been the focus of your course, Shani, and
Yeah,
I'm so glad for it. And I think it's a tool all of us need to really grow our conscious adult selves.
yeah. This
And
calm, regulated part that can deal with the reactions of their kids, right? That can deal
yes,
with the kid not listening or the kid not doing what they should do or whatever it may be. And I'm also hearing you're saying it's helping you with everyday situations too,
yes,
to
yes.
be able to access this. So
Yeah,
not
because
just with your child, but other areas of your life.
absolutely. I think in all areas of my life, I'm just trying to, to operate more and more from my conscious adult.
Mm,
And I just feel that as a result of that, all my communication, everything has become so much better and
mm,
less reactionary. And it's
amazing.
really been wonderful. Yeah,
Amazing. So better, less reactionary, and the course gives you the specific methods and steps to do that, right? So
absolutely.
exciting. So the next question is, can you describe your experience of the group laser course? Because I know a lot of people who haven't done group coaching before can think about what they will be like, how much time they will go, what kind of shifts they will make, when they will experience a shift. So could you speak to that a little bit?
Okay, so the group coaching calls were wonderful, was a wonderful experience because Shani really helped us heal, parts of us that were really coming in the way of our relationships with our children and with everybody else. And the group itself was such a compassionate, warm, non-judgmental group. And with their support and with Shani's support, it was very easy to get in touch with issues which were really blocking us from being our best selves.
Yeah,
So
amazing. So
yeah,
you could
it was.
make that shift. And I remember you saying to me, Sharne, these sessions are like absolute gold. So this
Yes,
was this was the
absolute
thing for
goal.
you. This was the gold of the course, right?
Yes, and
Which is
you can,
beautiful.
every time you go through one of these coachings again, and you go through it on your own or by yourself, you learn something new. So
Yeah.
these calls were just
When you
very.
replay them, you mean when you watch them back?
Then you replay them,
Yeah.
and yes, you learn
So
something
you're
new.
getting something at the time, you're getting a shift at the time. You're kind of, would you say you get enough time that I give you enough time in order to make that shift in the session?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
The
amazing. So
the
a lot of
coaching.
people worry about that with group coaching, like how much time will I get? So you get enough time, and then we've got other people that you're learning from their experiences too, right? And those
Yeah,
people are also supporting you. So you're not just getting the support I'm hearing from you. You're not just getting the support of myself, but also of this beautiful group space as well. So it just sounds lovely. I feel like I want to be the coaching, the person on the other end getting this coaching. So, but it is lovely, isn't it? I enjoy it so much. It's just such a nice part of the course. And the replays, you get something new every time when you watch back your coaching.
absolutely.
Amazing. So thank you for summing that up so beautifully.
Hmm.
I think that gives people a real idea of what they can expect in the group coaching. And when do you think you experienced your first shift? Was it in the first group coaching call, or the second or third or fourth? When did you get that shift?
I experienced a shift in the first group coaching call itself. So it was wonderful, and it's like I didn't want to miss any group coaching calls after
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
because I knew they were gold, and I knew that there's a lot I would gain by
Mm,
even listening to and supporting the others who were in the group. So it
amazing.
was it,
Really great.
it was really a community, Shani, of like-minded people, or of just, there was a lot of compassion, there was a lot of empathy, there was a lot of I get you and I see you, and our needs to be seen was addressed there by everybody being there with us.
Yeah, and it's really important to facilitate that space, which is
Yes,
my whole goal, is to
yes.
facilitate that space. And it seems like that's really happened for you guys. So thank you. Um, so the next question was, how useful was it to learn about the nervous system in terms of your reactivity? Because one of the steps is to really focus in on how the nervous system makes us react and how it makes our children react. Okay. So do you now feel, just from doing this nervous system step, that you have some practical calming tools? and just speak to that a little bit, whatever comes up for you.
Um, Learning about the nervous system was again really fascinating because
Mm,
I hadn't seen that component before in any of the other courses that I've done. And these were very practical tools to really get ourselves centered and calm again. So now, before I get into anything reactionary or which could lead to some reactions, I put my hand on my heart, I focus on my breathing, and I do a lot of the steps which resonated with me to calm myself. So being able to calm my nervous system is, I think, a wonderful tool for my daughter as well, because then she sees me as calm and she can take off my calmness to regulate herself as well. So,
amazing, amazing. So you've got the tools, a couple that we discuss in the 5 day challenge you've mentioned, and there's a lot more tools there, isn't there? The calming tools that resonate with somebody personally, so you can find the ones that resonate for you. So you've got an option of different tools there, and now you're seeing, I'm hearing that it's now helping your child to regulate and get calm too. So you're both getting calm together. Amazing. I'm loving this. So the nervous system bit is one of my favorite steps too, I've got to say.
mhm,
I love the science of this work as well. So
yes,
how would you say then that has the course helped you with your listening dynamic with your child? Has it improved that sort of mutual listening, would you say, between you guys?
it definitely has, because you've taught us, you've given us tools, to really listen to ourselves, to the inner fragmented, pardon the jargon, but I'm sure whoever does the course will also understand what I'm talking about
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
But
of course.
it really helps you um, to get in touch with and integrate lots of parts of you and really listen to your hurting parts. And because you've paid attention to you, I've noticed that I find it easier to pay attention to my daughter and to what
Exactly.
she's going through. Yeah.
Because you've learned how to like listen to yourself, you can listen to her now, and overall this listening dynamic is happening, right? So
Yes.
amazing, really
And
beautiful.
also because you've built so much more compassion for yourself, you're able to then give that compassion and that space to another human being as
Yeah,
well.
because we can't just learn the on the surface strategy to give compassion to the child, like a lot of strategies teach you to do, like
Yes.
show empathy, do this, and we think we have to just do it all with the child before we can really do it with ourselves. That's what I'm hearing here. So I think that's amazing you've actually experienced that. So what would you say in terms of do you think the course has helped you to identify the root causes of some of your reactions? Yes or no? Do you think it's helped you
Yes.
to get to the root
Yes.
cause? Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes.
yeah.
And this is a lifelong process. So I think as I continue to do the course, it's going to bring up issues which need to be resolved within me, and I'm looking forward to that. So it's
And
a
kind of giving you
process.
the tools for going forward as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing. So in terms of like the specific life conditions like money, time, or any blocks or doubts you may have had, maybe just speak to maybe some of the doubts you had before taking the course, and how did you yourself overcome that, and are you happy you decided to find a way to overcome some of these doubts
Yeah.
perhaps,
So
or what
I'm
blocks?
really, let me start with the latter part of your question. I'm
Yeah.
really happy that
Mhm.
I took the course,
Yeah.
and it's like I've been waiting for something like this. And the 5 day course, the communication course that we did was like a teaser, and I was really hooked. I wanted to do it. Yes, I did feel that it was expensive, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it because these tools it's going to completely change your relationship with your child, and it's going to change your relationship with you, which I think is so fantastic as well. And I think it's really worth investing in courses like this. It's really been a fantastic journey. I have no regrets at all about doing this.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, because sometimes, especially in today's times right now, financial things can be a block, but I guess the investment you get out is the investment you put in, right? So, which
Yes.
it sounds like you got that investment out, which is
Yes. And
amazing.
yeah, and also, Shani, I mean, people might feel that, this course is going to take so much time, and we're all parents and we may not have the time. I think it's structured in such a way that you can also go at your own pace, which I think is very good. And it's like you learn something, you show up and you learn something, and then you don't show up for another class perhaps, but it's not that you can't catch up. It's life. So
Yeah. You've got lifetime access, and I'm
yes,
glad that you feel it was structured in a way that you could, that works for the busy time
yes,
management that parents
yeah.
have. So amazing. In terms of, would you say that the course has helped you to deal with like any inner child stuff that was maybe left over from your childhood, that will perhaps unknowingly affecting your everyday life? Were there things from your childhood that you thought, oh, I didn't know that was affecting me, and then you realize, oh, it is, and now I'm able to remove that or work with that so it's no longer affecting my everyday life?
Yes,
That
and I
happen?
think that has definitely happened, and it's such a joy for me. It's so wonderful to be able to get in touch with my conscious adult, so
Mm,
that the conscious adult comes and talks to the inner child and says, "I'm here,
yeah,
and I'm the age that I am now. I am there to take care of you. It
yeah,
wasn't your job; it's my
yeah,
job." I
yeah.
think just that helps to just calm me. I've done so many drawings. I've just been delighting in the whole process of discovering my inner child, helping my inner child, and
Mm.
um, and trying to integrate all the things that you were talking about, that which have come up, which was there in my subconscious, and which I didn't know
So
really.
things that you didn't know before from your childhood that you know now, and you, would
Yes.
you say you now have the techniques to heal that past pattern so it's not affecting your everyday life now? Would you say
Yeah,
you
and
have
if it
that technique?
does,
Yeah,
if it does affect my inner, my everyday pattern, then I have a conscious adult to.
you have a
Uh,
technique to
I
use.
have a technique. I have a
Because those
technique to.
people that don't really know about the conscious adult, they'll be like, what is
I'm
that?
sorry.
But you learn about it when you come inside the course. You get this specific technique to know how to work with these old stuff that may be affecting you now, right? In
Absolutely.
essence,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So my reactions, my responses are very different now,
Yeah.
to my daughter and to all the present situations, because they're not colored by, the past.
Yeah,
So
you can separate it, and then
yeah,
as not as reactionary, which is
yes,
amazing.
yes.
So did you find the boundaries module useful? I'm not sure if you've got around to that yet, but did you?
I found it very useful. It was very, very useful, because I could get in touch with where am I, what am I using in terms of my boundaries. Are they lax? Are they relevant? Do I need
Yeah,
to change them?
yeah. So
So
it's giving you a way to kind of work with your boundaries, and has it given you a way to make the necessary changes with boundary setting, do you
it
think?
has. It has.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really amazing. Thank you for sharing. And lastly, just before you go, would you say that you've what had you say yes to working with me and taking this course? And what advice would you give someone else who's kind of on the fence about taking it?
Okay. So I was, like I said earlier, waiting for a course like this. I loved your enthusiasm,
Mhm.
and I just felt called. I felt called to do this course with you.
Mm,
And I'm so glad I did it. So,
mm.
anyone who's sitting on the fence, do it, because the world and all, your relationships, all your children need you to be a conscious adult. Everybody needs you to grow yourself up. The world needs it. So, if you're getting an opportunity to do this with Shane, just go ahead and do it. The course is fabulous. She over delivers. There's tremendous growth in this course. There's fabulous material. There's guided imagery. There's visualizations. There's something for your left brain. There's something for your right brain. There's so much information as well, and it's a course which is so full. It gives you so much that and if it helps you grow your inner adult, and
This calm
helps
part
you
of
to
you.
have a really good relationship with your child, I just say go for it. It's really good. It's really good. Thank you, Shani. It's been an
Oh,
absolutely amazing journey. I've loved it.
oh, thank you. I feel quite emotional now because our journey's coming to an end on the 7 steps, but it's been amazing supporting you throughout it. I'm so glad that it's helped you to get calm and connected more in your life with yourself and your child. And I just want to thank you for being a part of the journey as well. And I'm hoping that this will help lots of parents who watch this to understand a little bit more about what they can expect with the course. So thank you for agreeing to do this. And I look forward to connecting with you more soon, Gauri.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Shani. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. Take the course. Bye.